So folks, what I'm going to share with you right now is an email-based demo, right? So I have a Five9 contact center set up, and as a brief segue, this doesn't have to be attached to Five9. The AI service that we've stood up is totally platform agnostic. We could connect to it from Avaya, from Genesis, from Five9. It's all about, we gather a transcription, we provide it to the service. The service then works its magic and responds back to the contact center platform. So while Five9 is an excellent platform that I'd recommend to anyone, it doesn't have to be Five9. That said, so I've got a couple of emails in queue here. Actually, let me share my screen with you folks. Okay, so I've got my Five9 contact center set up here. And pardon me, we can see here on the left that I've got a couple of emails in queue, right? I'm logged in, I'm ready, and I'm seeing a preview for one of them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on this little lock icon, which says, hey, yes, I want to claim this out of the queue, and I want to process it. So what's happened here? Well, what's happened is the email's been actually allocated to me. The AI service has been invoked, and we've taken a look at it to see who's contacting us. We understand what campaign it's from, the contact type, bread and butter type things. Now, what we've done is, we've had the AI take a look and try and glean sentiment. How is the customer feeling during their contact? And we've got this on a very simple 5-point scale from extremely angry to extremely happy, with neutral being in the middle. So we've identified that this person's contact is a neutral sentiment, not feeling one way or the other. And they're talking a little bit about some things without a clear call to action. And then we're saying here, I'd like to confirm what my copay is. So from the copay, we've identified we're talking about filing a claim, or that they might want to file a claim. We've also summarized this down to a couple of lines, where we might have several paragraphs here. To help an agent get their head around what's going on really quickly, we look for the key topics and we summarize everything, with the transcript down below, just as it is over here on the left-hand side. So a few really interesting things have happened here. We've got sentiment, we've got a classification, and a summary. Now, everybody in the contact center space, the wheels are probably turning right now. Well, if we have a classification, well, that can very easily map to a skill, or maybe a targeted set of skills, with overflow as need be. With sentiment, you could say, well, that could map to somebody's skill level in a contact center. Hey, the happy customers, they can all go to the junior agents because they'll be easy to deal with. The angry customers, well, let's send them to the senior folks, who are rated the highest, because that way we're best suited to retain people if they're thinking about leaving or creating further escalation, right? So just these two things right here give us some power to better use the skills that we have. And I want to segue for just a second to talk about the omni-channel aspect of this. As you can see, email by definition, it's a transcript, right? But as I was sharing before, if you had a chat, a chat widget on your web page, or say somebody was sending you something through WhatsApp or Viber or something like that, right? All of these transcripts can be analyzed in the same way. However, somebody's choosing to engage with you, right? We can actually use this exact same service to service the channel. Voice, as I was saying before, is a bit different because we may choose to use the transcript, or we could go a little bit deeper and look at the actual voice itself and analyze it for things like various emotions. Okay? Now, this is a pretty vanilla example in and of itself. Right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a disposition on this, and I have another example here. And this is one of the things that really energizes me. LLMs, doing multiple languages, English, French, Spanish, etc. That's all well and good. That's out of the box type functionality that we can do very easily. But what I love about this example is taking street speak, right? A way that, a 15-year-old might talk. Actually, I asked ChatGPT to create this for me as a 15-year-old, right? Yo, what's up? Et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to read this. I will just sound completely silly. But what I wanted to share is that you're giving people who don't even speak proper English, for whatever reason, whether it's choice, whether it's ESL, whatever the case, you're giving them the ability to express themselves as they want. And we can now take from this, hey, they're somewhat happy. They're talking about how they filed a claim, and we've got a very simple summary here. Hey, this is great. I had an amazing service. Thanks so much. Right? So if we now take these couple of examples, and you've got the accessibility aspect, regardless of language or level of language that you're using, let's consider that you track this over time. Well, now you have a richer data set on your clients. How has Chris Terrio been feeling about us for the last 3 or 4 or 12 times he's called? Is he positive? Is he negative? You can look at how somebody is tactically. Oh, Chris is angry today. Better send him over to Susan, because she's a more senior agent. Or we could say, this has been angry for a while, but now he's feeling happier. We're turning this relationship around. You can look at the trend that you're getting from Chris's contacts. It's really very powerful.
It's almost a powerful way to revolutionize or rethink the feedback process, the survey process, because surveys are inherently biased. You're a limited subset of people who enjoy responding to surveys or are motivated enough to respond to a survey. So you're getting only a subset. If there's an ability to 100% analyze what's being done and leveraging some of that for analytics down the road, you can see how that could be, a vaulting improvement when it comes to analyzing quality.
100%, 100%, Chris.